Hello everyone, hi dears, welcome back to the channel. Today I am with a sun hat because it's extremely hot. If not with this, then I wouldn't be able just to film on the beach because it's very early in the morning. It's 9:30 approximately, but it's already 30 degrees outside and the sun is just burning and shining quite a lot. So I'm here still on the Levante beach to let you know the latest update and the situation from our lovely sunny Benidorm region and from Spain in general. So let's start with the situation first. I have a lot to say today, so let's begin. For the last 24 hours, we have a slight increase in cases, and it was approximately 4,500 cases registered today for yesterday's date. Plus, our Valencian region didn't give any details because it was Fiesta, it was San Juan yesterday. If someone didn't see the video I posted yesterday, was the national, very important, probably the most important. Ooh, my camera is willing to drop, but okay, now it's firm. Okay, let's continue. So our region didn't give any details because it was San Juan. It was a lovely day, although it was somehow general, just very quiet in our area. We didn't have the specific holiday that we used to have. We didn't have any bonfires, we didn't have any concerts, nothing at all. There was just live music in some of the bars, but nothing specific. So it's like the holiday has never existed this year. Hopefully next year it's going to be better than that. So Valencian region was on holiday, but even without our dates, our details, our numbers, the cases are still growing. The index was for about 2 days stable on the point of 92 cases per every 100,000 of them, but right now it's already 93, which is quite concerning, although it's still only 1 point more, but it's already concerning. A lot of different autonomic regions here in Spain, between them, Valencian region, our region, Benidorm, Alicante, Altea, Albir, Calpe, is saying that the increase in cases is normal because a lot of people are coming here to our region. You have to understand that we had a very good situation here. We were the lowest, we had the lowest index, but right now when the borders are open, a lot of people are coming to our region, not only from abroad, but from Spain as well, from Madrid, for example, or from north parts of Spain. This is why the index here is also increasing. And when all people will come back to their regions, here the index will decrease. Remember that, we're gonna check it in autumn. Here the index should be decreasing and slightly increasing in their native regions. So it's kind of normal, it's kind of okay, but it concerns a lot of people on what's going to be happening with the masks, if cases will just continue to grow as an airplane, you know, like very, very steep and quite a lot. Hopefully it's not going to be the case. What else I wanted to say is what's happening with the tourism from UK. As we all know, Balearic Islands or Canarian Islands, if I'm not wrong, they went into a green list of UK for traveling finally, but our region still didn't. They were supposed to include us from beginning of August, like end of July, but we don't know for sure what's going to be happening. And a lot of countries I know from European Union have some restrictions for UK tourists due to the Indian variation. They are afraid that it's gonna hit the country very hard, and this is why they have at least like PCR testing needed to be done in order to travel, or like vaccination and stuff like that. Here in Spain, they said that they are not going to modify so far the non-existing restrictions for UK, which means that still UK residents and citizens are able to come here to Spain with no document at all, just their passport, get a stamp, and that's it. This is what Spain's government is saying right now, but we don't know what's going to be happening. If the Indian variant will start growing as crazy, then there is a slight possibility that they're going to put on some restrictions, but if not, then everything will maintain the same. And now probably the most important news that a lot of you were waiting, that I promised, is what's going to be happening with the mask. As I've told you, Wednesday it was, if I'm not wrong, our last news update. On Wednesday, the government has approved finally all the small points and suggestions that they've put inside this new law about mask wearing, but we already knew that this will be approved. As I've already said, the question was not to approve it or not. The question was simply on where you will be able to stay mask free, and where you still will be able to use it, will need to use it obligatory. So I have here all the list, and I'm going to let you know what and where you have to do. So masks will finish to be obligatory by this Saturday officially. So tomorrow, no masks on the open air anymore. Only and when you are able to maintain the necessary social distancing of 1.5 meters between the other people. If you're able to do that, then that's not the problem, and you can freely walk without a mask here. You should be wearing a mask somewhere on the arm, somewhere here, or in your purse. You need to have a mask with you just in case you will decide to go to any like closed area or very conquered area where there's a lot of people and you cannot maintain the safety distance. Then you need to wear it just in case, let's say it like that. You can take the mask off on the beach, in the parks, even on the streets, in the city, like everywhere on the open air, you can take the mask off. This is what it is. Also on the open air concerts, if you are sitting on the chair and not moving, you can be without a mask. If on contrary, the open air concert is without any kind of sitting areas and you are just standing, then you need to wear a mask because then they cannot control that the safety distance is being kept. Also in the third age homes, in those where the vaccination is more than 80% of the total amount of people, which is basically everywhere, they can finally take the mask out, not only outside but also on the inside. They should be only putting a mask on if some visitors are coming to visit them. And in all other cases, as you know, inside of the bus, inside of the public transport, inside of the closed places, supermarkets, hospitals, shopping centers, you need to wear a mask only on the open air. It's not going to be obligatory anymore. So as you all might know, tomorrow I'm going to make a special, very, very special video for you guys about the first day without the mask on the open air. It's going to be very strange to walk down the streets and just see people without a mask. And this is going to be some kind of a social experiment, probably even, I would say, that would show us and will always stay on YouTube as a part of a history of our pandemics here in Spain. We're gonna check how many people are wearing a mask and how many of them are not, because half of them said that they will continue wearing them because they're quite afraid of the virus and they don't want to risk by their health and their family's health. But the other half said that finally they'll be able to take them out and they're very happy about it. So this is going to be theory and we'll see tomorrow what's it going to be on practice. I'm sure we're going to be very surprised of what's going to be happening. So don't miss tomorrow's video because we're going to see the first day without a mask on the open air in our lovely sunny Benidorm. This was basically what the situation is all about right now. The next news, what I wanted to say is that here in Spain, especially those who love sports, should know that starting from next season, our Spanish league, La Liga, and basketball contests as well will have all the public as they usually did before pandemics. Everything will get back to normal, 100%. People will be able to visit all the football matches, football games and basketball games as well. They'll be able to bring some food, some accessories, buy all the emblematic, like, you know, t-shirts, I don't know, shoes, balls, anything that they want basically, and they will be able to watch their favorite football match of their favorite team. Not only football, but a basketball as well, which is an amazing news for a lot of companies here, a lot of like teams in general, because a lot of them said that last year and for the last like 2 years, they've had approximately 30-40% of all their billing of all the money that came in like was lost due to the fact that there were no tickets vending, no VIP zone, no nothing at all. But right now the situation will slowly be getting better and a lot of football teams will be basically saved just simply by bringing people to watch the match, which is just amazing because a lot of them needed desperately help and financing and a lot of help from other people because they were not able to cope with all the money that they need to spend, with all the salaries that they need to pay for the players, for the footballers. So it was quite a difficult situation, but now everything will be getting a lot better here from the next Liga and basketball season, which is gonna be starting this autumn already, so in a few months. And the other news that I wanted to let you know basically is the last two news are always from Benidorm, from our Alicante area, as you might already know. And the first of these news is that in Benidorm, people are still continue to steal your things. It's not very common, but as I've said, a lot of people are coming from South part or from Barcelona towards here, because here is not as common and here people are not as careful because they know that normally no one steals their things and they are a lot more relaxed about it. This is why they are coming here to try and take your belongings. So once again, if you're coming to our area, be careful. Take into consideration that there are a lot of people that might be watching you just to take your things. So don't bring anything valuable to the beach. Don't show that you have, for example, many like golden chains or golden rings or earrings, something like that would show that you have a good economic position, you know what I mean? So don't do that. Leave it in your hotel, in your apartment. It's going to be a lot safer there than you would show someone that you have money, then they would follow you and just steal the things from you, and then you would have a huge problem due to the credit cards being stolen. Someone might try even to go to the ATM machine and take some money from it, especially if you have your PIN number somewhere in the wallet, which don't do this, never ever. It's a very bad thing to do, to keep your PIN number somewhere in the same thing where your card is kept. Which has basically happened to one of the guys. He was a tourist from UK as well. This is why I'm telling it to you. Tourist from UK got stolen his belongings by one of these thieves, and he was caught finally and brought to the police. This is why we know about it. And he got approximately 2,000 euros from this guy, from this British tourist, and it's just because he had a lot of money on him, and apart from that, he apparently had his PIN number somewhere together with his card. So these guys just went to the ATM machine and took whatever they could, like 1,200 euros probably is the daily limit, if I'm not wrong, at once. In some of the ATMs, in some of the cards, it's even 2,000. So they took everything that the guy had. So please be very careful if you come here. It's not a usual thing to have in our area, but people are coming more and more here because in Barcelona they are all very known. People even know their faces, so they are very careful with it. And in the south part of Spain, they are also extremely careful with this. So they are coming here. And you need to be very careful if you don't want your holidays being spoiled and ruined by this kind of robbery. And the last news, very important one, is about our most famous ever skyscraper here in Benidorm. It's one of the biggest and highest ones from Europe, which is very important, and it's right there on the Poniente beach, right there. It's the InTempo building here. While I was filming the video of the Poniente beach, if you didn't watch it, I'm gonna put your link right here. We went past this building and some people asked what it was. Well, it was already answered in the comments, but just in case, I wanna tell you some history about it. This InTempo building, it's the apartment building. You can purchase the apartment there right now. They still didn't sell a lot. They've sold approximately 40% of all the apartments by today's date, and the apartments cost, I also checked it for you just in case someone is interested, between 250,000 euros and more than €500,000. €500,000 costs the upper story, the 45th floor, but that floor was already sold out completely. Can you imagine? Someone paid more than €500,000 for this apartment. Well, I get it because the views are truly spectacular and amazing. This is why someone has paid that much money for it. If you have it, why not? I mean, it's only one life. We have to spend this life as we want it to be happy. So this building was being built like for the last 14 years approximately, and there were a lot of stops. A lot of the times the architect, this company that was building it, it collapsed, and then they were waiting for 4 or 5 years for the other company to come. Then some sheikh from Arabia has purchased the company and this building, and they continued with all the works, and finally a few days ago, on the 22nd of June, they officially finished this beautiful building. This is the picture, by the way, so that you would know which building I'm talking about. They've officially finished it. They didn't clean maybe some of the common areas, but everything else is ready to go. And a lot of people that purchased apartments in this building already moved in, which is just amazing, because a lot of people have spent all the money they had. They went into debt, they went into mortgages, but they couldn't move in when they were promised because of all the numerous problems that we had with this building through all these years. And right now, finally, they made this a reality, and people were moving to these amazing apartments. There is a website. I cannot put it here down below because it will be known as advertisement. They don't pay me anything. I'm just letting you know about the interesting things here of the region. So I can only tell you that it's called InTempo Benidorm. Put that if you want in Google, and there it's going to show you their official website with all the pictures, with the prices, with the planning and stuff like that. So you can definitely check it out if you want to. In total, it's 45 floors and 256 apartments. I'm very happy to see that this amazing building is finally finished, finally over. They are also finishing a lot of the roads connecting that part of the city with the national road and with the beach. So very soon Poniente area will be looking a lot more beautiful than it already is right now. These are all the news for today. I'm just gonna shortly tell you about the weather. Well, the weather is very hot right now. This is why I'm wearing a sun hat, because if not, it would be impossible to stay here. In the rest of Spain, it's gonna be also very stable, very warm. It's gonna be sunny, only a few clouds every now and then. But tomorrow some rain will come. But it's not going to be here. No, it's not. It's going to be on the north part of Spain, right here, and it's going to be a few clouds more. But in general, south and Mediterranean area, as always, will be clear, sunny, and very, very warm. This is why you need to protect yourselves. Always use sunscreen, at least 30 plus. From 30 to 50 is going to be great right now, because the sun is very aggressive these days, like July, end of June, July and August. Use some sun hats, something to protect yourself as well, and drink a lot of liquids, a lot of water, to maintain your water balance in the body stable. And the temperatures are increasing in all parts of Spain. For example, today in our area of Benidorm, it's going to be plus 30, 31. In Barcelona, 27, in Granada, 34, in Sevilla, 37, which is already a lot, but it's normal in Sevilla. In Malaga and Marbella, 27, in Madrid, 31, Murcia, 31, Balearic Islands, 31 as well, and Canarian Islands, 26. As you can see, temperatures are a lot higher than they were on Wednesday, and they will only continue to grow in the next few days. A lot of people like it. We for now are comfortable with this temperature, but if once it's going to be 40 degrees here, it's going to be already too much, and we would wish the winter would come once again. I hope you enjoyed today's video, my dears, and you got to know something useful and new for you. If you did, don't forget to put a like and subscribe to the channel. I wish you a very nice and light last work day today, and the amazing and positive beginning of the new weekend. And I'm going to see you tomorrow with a new video from Benidorm, from the first day without masks here. Don't miss that one. Bye, everyone.